Nice and positive, we have over here a burial cave. Great. What's it doing here? Well, I've got a question for you, and I'm going to stand over here so you can't read anything. Are we outside the city walls or inside the city walls here?
Outside.
Are you sure?
No.
No.
Oh, we are outside.
Yeah, we are. I was going to say, that looks like the city walls.
So, in Jewish tradition, you're not allowed to bury people inside the city walls.
Right.
And if you're thinking with Jesus, was he buried inside the city walls or outside the city walls?
Outside.
Outside the city walls. So I'm saying this is how people were buried. Now, as things have changed, people have now, when there's more of a belief in resurrection amongst Jews, they start to be buried separately. One hole, one person. Sorry to say it like that. In the time of Jesus, and also in Talmudical times, you'd have a cave. You'd dig out a cave, and you'd put the bones in there for a year. Then you'd take out the bones, and you'd put them in an ossuary. You'd put them in a box.
Right.
And if you go to the Israel Museum, I took this with for another reason, but it will have it in here as well. There's ossuaries, there are boxes from the time of like these type of boxes. They're called ossuaries.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's similar to the Mount of Olives.
Yeah, the ones on the Mount of Olives in Dominus Flavit. Okay. But these, and they would basically be how big? Well, which is the longest bone in your body?
Femur.
The femur. This. So as long as you fit in there, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
So they'd leave the body in there, then they'd have some sort of rolling stone to cover it up. Because, you know, people used to die quite often in those days, and if you got a family burial plot, you don't want to waste money on your in-laws, you want to use it yourself. So I'm just saying, it's, so this is, and also, one that was also interesting that was found there, in the Israel Museum, if it interests you, there was one which says, you can even read it over here. It was found. It says Yehoshua ben Yosef, Jesus, son of Joseph.
Yeah.
And there was another one in the Israel Museum that was found with the name of Caiaphas.
Caiaphas, yeah.
So, this is here. This one over here. This is these are at the Israel Museum. And the Caiaphas was the name of the high priest who sentenced Jesus to his death. So there's two that fit very nicely into the story. But over here, this would have been outside the city walls.
See, I think this is one thing that a lot of people don't realize, because they go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre thinking he was buried in there, but yet we know that everybody was buried outside of the wall.
Yeah.
So outside the city walls.
But the wall was built wider then.
They say though that the wall, it was outside the city walls at the time of Jesus.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other.
It's a whole nother debate.
Okay. And it says over here in the Talmud, one should distance your carcasses 50 cubits from the city. And that's a cubit. So we're literally 50 cubits, which is interesting.
So whose family plot was this, Emmanuel?
We don't know.
I think
It was
that's a
the
millipede.
locals.
Yeah, somebody in the local community.
Why not?
So one of my relatives.
Well, we got a cave for him here. We can bury him.